But they started those pilot tests in 2013, and they released, I saw some of their data they released in 2016, and it had that they increased 1.3 to 1.7 times. Sorry, you just noticed it took a while. They all are, they've been laughing the whole time. That's why I can't look up there. 1.3 to 1.7 times the production rate is increasing. But also with that, there's high capital involved in doing these type of injections. So EOG actually, they lost, I think their net losses in 2016 were like $480 million as compared to previous years. It was around 100 and something million. So even though they found out that this gas, it wasn't CO2 injection, it was natural gas injection. But even though they found out that it works, they still lost so much money because that high capital that's involved with doing these tests. And but yeah, they are moving to start doing field tests with natural gas, I know. And even possibly CO2. This is a really recent thing, last 6 months. I know I've done a lot of research, but there's not a lot of information about like the future, because CO2, when you inject CO2, that usually brings the cost of a barrel of oil up like $20. And right now with oil prices being $50 a barrel, it would need to be about $60 to $65 a barrel in order for it to be profitable and economical. So I was on the 10th floor doing the rock cross lab, and I just went on the internet and trying to spend some, get my mind away from the lab and do it.
Okay, so if you read the EOG papers, right, they're claiming an incremental cost of $6 a barrel.
Yes, I did read that, but then, so, I mean, I didn't really go into a lot of EOG. I just saw that when I was looking at CO2. Plus, I know you and Dr. Deepak and Son and a couple people did a study on that. But I just added that in just because I was saying, because I know my topic was supposed to be EOR and unconventional. I just took it more.
No, that's good, but the real question is what's the real cost? Because a lot of their competition is sensing that that's perhaps a number they're volunteering to get the Wall Street to invest in money, and not necessarily the real cost of things. And the issue of CO2, in many cases, is much more efficient, but people don't have it.
Yeah.
People have to pay for it.
Yeah, so I was reading articles that was saying that petroleum engineers are the only people that think there's not enough CO2 because everybody else is like saying there's too many. I mean, I went to the Diamond Pipeline conversation, or the discussion, and that's all they talked about was the amount of CO2.
Right, but okay, so we have a lot of CO2, but what's the problem?
It's containing it and transporting it.
Compressing it.
Oh, compressing it, yeah.
So what sort of pressures are involved in these experiments?
Be multiple thousand PSI.
In the experiments that I talked about?
Guys, you've all pumped up a bicycle tire, right?
Yeah.
It takes a bunch of work, right? You're able to pump it out and do this. And that's only, 100 PSI. So how high a pressure do they need to do these things?
I don't want to say the wrong figures. For some reason, 1400 is popping in my head, but I don't know if that's
That's a low number.
So I can get back to you.
So, but the point is that as you pointed out, the costs of these experiments are astronomical. The compressors rent for like $15 million a year. So somebody's got to come up with the money for these things. It's real. It gets to $100 a barrel. Everybody's going to do it. No question.
Yeah, I saw like there was something about net present value increasing. Like if you for $1 of if you put $1 towards drilling or something like that. It was something with the net present value. It was in that EOG article as well, talking about that even though the upfront capital cost is a lot, over time it makes you're getting steady projection and production versus like the decline.
For those of you interested, this is an active area of research going on right now within the school.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of studies were stopped just because of the oil prices went down, but so a lot of papers I was reading were like they're starting like 2012, I think it was, 2014, and then it just died off. There's a few companies still working on it, but yeah, it's very expensive.
So just one more comment. The CO2 that they use for EOR, that's not mitigating any climate change effects because that's actually a natural source that might be in from Colorado.
Okay.
It's a mountain in Colorado.
Does anybody else have any questions?
How many ties did you sell?
So this is funny. I bought this tie and I thought it was the funniest thing. I had a, I was walking in the library and I've already got offers for it.
It's a bidding war.